Have you ever found yourself scrolling through endless monitor listings, hunting for that perfect 24-inch 2K gaming screen, only to come up empty-handed? Sure, there are tons of 24-inch monitors out there, and even some with 2K resolution. But the moment you add high refresh rate to the mix, it's like they vanish into thin air. What's going on? Are these monitors hiding some fatal flaw, or have they just been overlooked by the gaming world? Stick with me, because in this video, we're unraveling the curious case of the elusive 24-inch 2K gaming monitor. And by the end, you might just discover if one of these rare gems deserves a spot on your desk. Let's kick things off with the first big clue: pixel density, or PPI, pixels per inch. This little number tells you how tightly packed those tiny dots of light are on your screen. More PPI means sharper, crisper visuals. On a 24-inch monitor running Full HD, 1920 by 1080, you're looking at about 92 PPI. And let me tell you, that's already pretty darn good. Sitting a couple of feet away, your games, movies, and even tiny text look clean and clear. No jagged edges or pixelated messes in sight. Now, bump that up to 2K, 2560 by 1440, on the same 24-inch size, and your PPI climbs to around 122. Yes, it's sharper, no question, but here's the catch. For a lot of folks, that jump from 92 to 122 PPI isn't a game changer. It's like upgrading from a great burger to a gourmet one. Tastier, sure, but the regular one was already hitting the spot, so why shell out more cash for a difference that's subtle at best? That brings us to the second piece of the puzzle: FPS, or frames per second, the holy grail for gamers, especially if you're into fast-paced shooters like CS2 or Valorant. A 24-inch monitor is a sweet spot for those titles because it keeps everything in your field of view without straining your neck. But here's the rub. To get buttery smooth gameplay, you need high FPS, and that's where 2K starts to stumble. Higher resolutions demand more grunt from your graphics card. At Full HD, you might be cruising at 200 FPS with a decent rig, but switch to 2K and that could dip to 150 or lower. For competitive players, that's the difference between landing a headshot and eating dirt. I've seen friends tweak their settings down to 720p just to squeeze out every last frame. Crazy, right? So, it's no surprise that many gamers stick with Full HD on 24-inch screens to keep their performance razor sharp. But hold up. Does that mean 24-inch 2K monitors are a total bust? Not quite. There's a small but mighty crowd who swear by them. And I get it. Imagine you're not all about FPS supremacy. Maybe you love sprawling RPGs or cinematic adventures, games where jaw-dropping visuals matter more than split-second timing. That extra 2K sharpness makes textures pop and landscapes feel alive in a way Full HD can't touch. And here's a pro tip. Even in shooters, you can drop the resolution back to Full HD when you need the speed, then crank it up to 2K for everything else. Flexibility is the name of the game. Plus, today's PCs are beasts. I've run 2K on a mid-range setup and still pulled 150 FPS in CS2. Not too shabby, right? Then there's the multi-monitor crew. If you've already got a 27-inch 2K screen as your main display, pairing it with a 24-inch 2K secondary monitor is a dream. Same resolution, same crispness. No jarring shifts when you drag a window across. I've tried mixing Full HD and 2K side by side, and let me tell you, it's like wearing mismatched socks. One's cozy, the other's fancy, and it just feels off. Matching resolution smooths that out, making your workflow or gaming setup feel seamless. Now, let's talk about a real-world example, the AOC Q24G4E. This little unicorn is one of the few 24-inch 2K gaming monitors you can actually find, and it's got some serious chops. We're talking a 24-inch IPS panel, 2K resolution, a blazing 180Hz refresh rate, and a 1 milliseconds response time. I threw it into the ring with a $1,000 PC build, and in CS2 at 2K, it churned out 150 to 160 FPS, smooth enough to keep me competitive without breaking a sweat. The colors? Stunning. 100% sRGB, solid Adobe RGB, and DCI-P3 numbers too. It's not just a gaming monitor, it's a sneaky sidekick for editing photos or videos on a budget. Design-wise, it's sleek with thin bezels, perfect for a dual monitor vibe, though the stand's a bit stiff, only tilting 5 degrees. Want more wiggle room? Slap it on a Visa arm. The mounts are there, just tucked behind a sneaky cover. Connectivity's solid, DisplayPort 1.4 for that full 180Hz glory, HDMI 2.0 capping at 144Hz, and a headphone jack. Bonus points, AOC tosses in both cables, so you're ready to roll out of the box. At around $150 to $170 depending on sales, it's priced neck and neck with premium 24-inch Full HD options. That's a steal for what you're getting. So, who's this for? If you're an FPS diehard chasing every frame, stick with Full HD. It's lighter on your GPU and keeps you in the zone. But if you're a jack-of-all-trades gamer who craves visuals with a side of versatility, or you're building a matching 2K setup, the AOC Q24G4E or any 24-inch 2K monitor could be your secret weapon. Me? I'm sold on that crispness. After months with 2K, Full HD feels like I've taken off my glasses. Functional, but missing that wow factor. There you go. The tale of the 24-inch 2K gaming monitor laid bare. It's rare, it's niche, but it's not without its fans. What do you think? Does it deserve a comeback, or is Full HD still king? Drop your thoughts below. I'm dying to hear them. Catch you in the next one.
If you enjoy this video, please like, share, subscribe and hit the bell to the later update from my channel. Thank you for watching till the end and see you in the next video.